Sure, ladies and gents, welcome. It's Andile, the journalist DJ here, and welcome to another edition of Insta Chat with the Journalist. And today, I have a very special guest. He goes by the name Drip Gogo. You've probably heard of the name. He's a vocalist all the way out there in Pretoria. And he's dropping some new music very soon. Very, very interesting guy. He's a sangoma, or he's got a calling. He's very spiritual, and obviously he's also like an amapiano artist. So yeah, today I'm looking forward to catching up with Drip Gogo and understanding what Drip Gogo is all about, his story, and of course, Drip Gogo will be telling us about the new single that he's dropping, I think tomorrow. No, on Friday. Today is Wednesday, right? So yeah, Drip Gogo is dropping a new single on Friday. So we're going to be catching up with him about it. And he's going to be letting us know, what inspired the tune and all that jazz. So ladies and gents, without further ado, let me just add Drip Gogo so that we can carry on with the check, and understand where he is, what he's up to, and what he has in store for his fans. Hey, Bafo, who's it?
Away, Togozani.
Togoza. First of all, man, I just want to say thank you for making time to chat to us today. We're going to be chatting to you about the new single that you're dropping soon. But before we get to the music, Drip Gogo, you're the most dripped Gogo in South Africa. Tell us, introduce yourself to our followers, man. Who is Drip Gogo?
I'm a dripping Gogo number one, as you can see. I got Gogo Fana na I'm dog. I got Gogo Fana na I'm dog. Gogo with cheese knees. No, Drip Gogo is an African icon in the making. Drip Gogo is an amapiano artist, a young innovative lyricist, singer, songwriter, and entrepreneur also. The rest they can just Google, but nah, I'm kidding, man. Yeah, Drip Gogo is an awesome being, man. I believe in love, I believe in music, I believe in a lot of things that has to do with being an innovated and a person who motivates people too. I'm also a traditional healer. So there's a difference between the two, but I'll just run you through it and teach you.
I was actually going to ask you about that, but before we even get there, man, you are based in Pretoria, right?
Nah, I'm based in Midrand. I'm based in Johannesburg and Gauteng as a whole.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to ask you about, because I know you are in a working relationship with DJ Sumbody and Sony Music. So I was just going to ask, a lot of people may not know that you work with DJ Sumbody. Can you tell us about your working relationship with DJ Sumbody, the mayor of Pretoria?
The mayor of 012. DJ Sumbody Grootman. He's like my dad. I don't want to lie. DJ Sumbody is like my musical mentor. He's my dad. I call him Papa most of the time. My relationship with him in music is deeper than me being his artist signed under Sumsounds in joint ventures with Sony Music. DJ Sumbody Kili Grootman, man. Kili Grootman, we come from way back, man. Him grooming me, him teaching me, him telling me how to actually tackle the whole music industry and all of that. And yeah, here I am, man.
One of your first singles, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was your first single, that you released with DJ Sumbody. It was a big hit, you know what I mean? Like, we saw this name, Drip Gogo, and we're like, yo, who's this guy with this killer hook? And with an interesting name, man, for those that may not know, tell us about your first hit and how did it feel like to have a hit?
My first hit, man, Mvzzle, was actually a feature on DJ Sumbody's song. It was a major success, trust me, because within 3 months after releasing Mvzzle, it went gold. We have over 6 million streams worldwide. Actually, that's the song that actually made me, because Yamemeza is still banging overseas. I am, doing an African tour based on Yamemeza as we speak. So yeah, Yamemeza has been an amazing. It played an amazing major role in my whole entire life. Baze bangibiza no likiki.
And listening to that, you can also hear that this guy is spiritual, right? Just from the way that you harmonize on the songs. And normally we hear spiritual music a lot on Afrotech and Deep House, but you brought it to the Yenos, right? So my question now is like, how do you balance between? You said you're not a sangoma, uinyanga, ne? Traditional healer. Okay, first of all, what is the difference, and how do you balance the two, being a traditional healer and also having to be in the spotlight on stages and stuff?
All right, I'm gonna answer that in my own experience, because everyone has their own experience, and I cannot answer as to what a person has experienced as to the difference between Isangoma and Inyang. In my own experience, Isangoma is a person who undergoes the process of Ubutwasa. You go to a Ugobela, and then you get initiated under a certain mbande. You live in accordance to their rules, and you pass those rules down to your initiates when you've been initiated as a Ugobela. Inyanga is a person who doesn't actually undergo that type of initiation. The initiation that we undergo is different. So mina ngaya straight emanzini, I was called by the water too deep. Sacred, but yeah, I was called into the water. Then I came back with my calling being fulfilled, and here I am.
Oh,
and
man,
how do I
that's
balance?
amazing.
How do I balance? You asked the question, how do I balance my musical life with my traditional healing? Man, music is healing too to me. Also, Mvzzle abadala, I was given by abadala numdali for me to actually use music to heal people, to touch people, to talk to people, to remind people, to motivate people, because everything that I write about, everything that I sing about is actually a resemblance of what I've been through. It's a point of reference of what I've been through, a point of reference of what I've went through, or what I'm actually going through. Hence, Unobubele. We'll actually jump into that song right now so that I can also run it through as to why I chose to say Unobubele.
I was actually going to ask you, because Unobubele is also like gospel influence, right? So my thing was like, they'll being a traditional healer and being an artist, and then now also you're touching on gospel. Those are like different worlds. So I was going to ask you about the song. What inspired the track?
Okay, what actually inspired Unobubele is the fact that let me start explaining why Unobubele. Unobubele means being merciful, being a forgiver, So when I say Unobubele, it means our greater, highermost, which is God. Unobubele ngati, because we go through a lot of things. Instead of him punishing us to the core, he actually wants to live and to learn from our mistakes so that we become the outer best most of ourselves. So why did I merge God with spirituality? Let me explain something again. This song is actually a teacher that God is a universal being. God is not a religion. God is not a specific religion, and no one owns God. As a traditional healer, I believe in God, of which is Umvelingan, Kamata, Kamaku, Someone can actually speak in their own experiences to who God is, but there's no greater God than the God that we believe in. So everyone has their own God, and it's okay. So I wanted to also point a reference that in as much as we all believe in God, no one is greater than anyone, and also no one is perfect than anyone. We must just run with it and believe in what we believe in. So Unobubele is a song that also a reminder that in all the mistakes that we do, in all the things that we commit, God also still has. Going through my own depression, I'm gonna through depression. I was going through suicidal thoughts, and I actually am a suicide survivor. I committed 11 suicides back in the days when I was a depressed person. But still, he didn't really, I believe that my God and my ancestors didn't really that I'm committing sin, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Instead, I was given a chance to become a motivation. Today, I'm reminding people, in as much as that you are going through whatever, give yourself a chance. Speak to your God, speak to your ancestors if that's so. Talk to them. Make them understand that you have made a mistake. It's okay to make mistakes, but learn from them. So yeah.
Wow, man, that's super comforting, especially now. We're living in an age where a lot of young people, are depressed, and I think your words will, just guide people on that there's hope out there. Obviously, looking at your booming career, there is hope out there. So shout out to you for that, Drip Gogo. We really appreciate that. So someone asked the question. I'm just looking for the question here. I think it's Banel. He was asking, who are you working with on your next project?
On this one, I am working with, on Unobubele, I am working with DJ Mvzzle. He's the one who actually produced the song. DJ Mvzzle, together with an up-and-coming, aspiring vocalist, Mazet SA. So yeah, shout out to Mazet SA, shout out to DJ Mvzzle.
Yeah, and Unobubele, when is it dropping? How are you pushing the song? Are you going to be performing at different cities, clubs? What's the roadmap looking like?
Actually, I just came back from the African tour, but it's still ongoing. I'm not done. I was in Mozambique, shut it down 4 venues that side. So yeah, we continue to do the things. Unobubele is dropping on Friday, the Friday, 1st of April, midnight. We're dropping Unobubele. And I'm also going to be performing in Rustenburg this weekend. So Rustenburg, people, please look out.
Yo, man, bro, this was just a catch up, just to find out what you're up to talk about Unobubele. Thank you so much for taking time out your schedule to just, share your story with us. I think we need to kind of like have a proper interview where we sit down and, we discuss, everything that we just spoke about now in detail. Is there anything that you just want to put to your fans out there before we say goodbye?
Pardon, can you repeat that question? Is there anything?
Is there anything else that you just want to say to your fans out there before we say bye?
Yeah, man. To fans, South Africa and the world at large, because I saw my Mozambican fans were actually logging in into the live. To the world at large and all my fans, please continue supporting me. I highly appreciate your support. I highly appreciate your love towards my music. Thank you so much to everyone. Takes their time to listen to the Gogo in the whole wide world. Thank you so much to everyone, and please continue to support me. And yeah, that's it. If you want to enter into music, please keep on pushing. Never take your gift for granted. It is there and it exists for a reason. And yeah, it's your one and only Dripping Gogo, and I'm signing out.
Okay, I know I said one last question, but this is the last one. Khanya says, when are you coming to Bloemfontein? Last one. When are you coming to Bloemfontein?
Okay. All right.
Network is killing us, bro. Thank you, man. Catch you on the flip side, and yeah, good luck with everything. To everybody that's tuned in, if you just joined in now, this interview will be available on the timeline. So yeah, check that out. Okay, thank you, Siabonga. Thank you so much. Look out for more interviews dropping